Hi, GM everybody. Can you hear me?
Nice and clear.
All right. Good morning. Good morning. Today we don't have any speakers today scheduled. So we'll just have like a free thing going on. But we can talk about I can start with the proposals, and then maybe we could talk about the active Discord threads that are going on right now. We'll start with the proposal that I believe is closed right now by now. The reimburse Pixelcraft Studios core prop written by Ditchy. 78% in favor, and it did reach quorum at 103%. And there's a link for that one. So Pixelcraft will be reimbursed for their previous spending listed in that prop. Currently active proposals. The first one is the renewal of DAO facilitator roles and term limit extension core prop, written by FaZe, and 92% have voted in favor, and the quorum was reached at 107%. There's still 1 day left of voting on that one, but it looks like it definitely will pass. Thank you guys for voting on that one. It's really awesome. Here is the link for that one. Now, the DAO calls shall continue. Let's fucking go. All right. Next one is Bitcoin Ben's Crypto Club Las Vegas corporate membership and sponsorship proposal, SIGPROP. This one is 85% against, and the quorum is only 82%. And it looks like there are still 2 weeks left on voting, but it looks like overwhelmingly this proposal is very unpopular. I believe,
Roxana, real quickly.
yeah.
I've actually met with Miggy and Bobcat, who are Gotchi Gang members who are part of this endeavor because they're here at Rarity. So I will probably go and visit if I have time tomorrow the clubhouse because they've been talking to me about it. Not to sway votes or anything, the votes are in, but just in case for if they reapproach the DAO in the future, I'll be able to give like a more thorough opinion on like what they're actually building because I've talked with some of their groups of people and it's like okay, it's not as like abstract as what we see in the Discord, but I'd be able to give like kind of like actual video footage and people can form opinions based on that if they do reapproach the DAO, which I don't know if they will.
Okay, yeah. I feel like definitely there was a lack of information. And did we didn't have them on the call here, did we?
No, I don't think Miggy ever made it that far. I think he might have come in and talked about it like in the chat, but I don't remember, to be honest.
Okay, yeah. I mean, that would be cool to maybe hear from them if it's something that we think it's worth considering in the future. But yeah, here's the link to that proposal if anyone wants to check it out. And yeah, that one ends on the 23rd of this month, so there's still a lot of time. I believe that's still 2 weeks away. Next one is Update Aavegotchi Snapshot with Base Strategies, a core prop by Coder Dan. And this one is 98% in favor, and the quorum has been reached at 102%. It ends the 10th, that's tomorrow. There's only 1 day left. And here's that proposal, and it looks like it definitely will pass. So we will have the snapshot probably on base now instead of Polygon in the short future. Next one is Rarity Farming Seasons 11 and 12. This is a core prop by Phantasma. The votes are 80% in favor of both seasons 11 and 12. The quorum is only at 89% right now, however, and there's only 1 day left. It ends tomorrow, so get your votes in if you guys want the next season of Rarity Farming and the one after that. There's the link there. And that is an important one to vote for. Next, we have Aavegotchi DAO Bounty, secure legal counsel for the DAO. It's a core prop by Ditchy. Currently, there are 92% in favor, and the quorum is only at 73%. However, there are 2 weeks left as it ends on the 23rd. Here is the link to that one, to secure legal counsel for the DAO. That's an important one. Okay.
If I'm not mistaken, I saw that Immaterial had had messaged, not messaged, but posted to Ditchy that maybe it's worth using those funds that he's being paid for to integrate, like talking to DAObox to getting more information on whether they could handle our legal stuff for us as part of their service.
Oh, yeah. So I did see mentioned in this Discord thread called DAO Structure Topic Number 2, Foundation Director's Compensation, thread by Ditchy, that he will look into the DAO box this week for more information about what they can do for us, where we stand legally, and how much their services will cost. Yesterday, Alex from DAObox provided answers to some questions. He clarified that the proposals don't need to be specifically verified and the beneficiaries do not need to KYC if that's not a configured requirement in the constitution that by the DAO, made by the DAO. Here's oh yeah, you found it, Choina. Thanks. I was about to link it. There are some updates worth looking at in that Discord thread about that topic. And I did ask Ditchy to come, but he can't make it to this call, so he's planning on coming next week to the call to present all that more relevant information. Okay, question from Coder Dan. What is the intention for rarity farming after these 2 seasons? Is that something you would want to answer, Phantasma? I know that it's a little bit up in the air about what the DAO is going to do with rarity farming moving forward. I don't know if we're planning on just keeping going with it. I know there were uh, people voicing that maybe it should end and we should do other things with the funds. Yeah.
Well, what I liked about the original like three season approach and then kind of not like doing it anymore was that it gave people clarity about where the funds are going to go, or will rarity farming continue or not continue. I feel like this prop just it fund green lights 2 more seasons, but from our perspective, if we're going to go out and actually try to promote this heavily, I think this question kind of needs to be answered. Like, what is the future of rarity farming? Is the DAO going to keep voting for more seasons every time it gets 1.5 million ghosts, or is there some? Do we want to keep doing the same song and dance every time? Like, where do we want to go with this? Because it's hard to market something if you don't really know like if it's going to continue or not.
Okay. Yeah, so there's a thread called Protecting and Scheduling 4 More Seasons of Rarity Farming as We Know It. The last time that was active was May, but I can post it here and we can start that conversation again. It's definitely something we need to have cleared up, so we should have more voices in that thread and just to figure out what we're going to do about that topic.
I mean, I kind of for Phantasma's point of view, I just find it's going to be difficult to like activate anyone if we're unclear about what the marketing pitch to them is.
Yeah.
If it's just like own an OG asset on base, that's one pitch. If it's uh, come and buy expensive assets, but we're not really sure like if they're what the future of this rewards program is, like that's a different kind of thing. It's like mixed. It's kind of a muddied message.
Yeah, definitely. We always have to keep thinking about how we're going to market to new users. And not a lot of them are going to want to join rarity farming. Especially if it's a short running thing. So, yeah. But yeah, love to hear more opinions and definitely agree. I'm loving the conversation in the chat here.
Hot curly fried GV3D is definitely coming back. The team just was focusing on the Gotcha Guardians release to get that out and stable. So there'll be more muscle on Gotchiverse 3D now.
Yeah, there was a lot of FUD about that, and I saw in the Discord people were like, oh, when is Gotchiverse 3D? It's not being worked on. But yeah, don't worry, guys. Have faith. Anyways, yeah, other active threads were Gotchiverse player rewards by Ditchy. That was the main question that has been talked about this week. The topic was how could the Gotchiverse player rewards be distributed among landowners? That was brought up, and I believe there was some discussion around that. And here's the link to that one. That's kind of an interesting one. I know Gachi Points was mentioned, but I know that was just a thing on Geist. I don't know if that is going to be transferred at all. But yeah, there's plenty of stuff we could do. It's definitely an open conversation. Give them free gotchis. Oh, there's an idea. I mean, we could do some like giveaways for like new people. Definitely need an airtight plan for that type of thing. The new battler. Oh, awesome. Give free spirits. Anyone can play. Oh, sweet. Yeah. I'd love to hear more about that if you wanted to chat about that. I don't know is there a thread for that, Phantasma?
Yeah, that was Immaterial's 3-part thread on the future of Gotchi Battler.
Right, okay. Okay, cool. Yeah. New creative ideas. Yep, that's right, lagging. Okay. Yeah,
Yeah, so I could speak to real quickly like the Badler stuff because I'm gonna probably be heading up the marketing stuff. Assuming something, you know, I'm off a bridge or something. Uh, yeah, like when the game does launch, he is actively working on it. Like a month ahead of that, we should start the marketing campaign, which is going to include, you know, KOL and ambassador marketing to a degree. We're going to have like try to source one larger KOL that we can have an ongoing agreement, and then an ambassador program of smaller KOLs to amplify that messaging, specifically around like onboarding players. There has been the idea of a ref link where people can get a revenue share based on the number of people they bring in, which should help the marketing as well. And then I'll talk to Immaterial. This is all like, you know, we haven't planned any of this stuff out really far in advance, but there are some interesting InfoFi projects that are lower tier that we can use part of the budget towards. But I'm very deep into the Kaido world, so there's already a lot of interest from accounts like that are content creators who want to make content, and it's just a matter of like pointing them in the right direction once we get there. So I've already started like kind of collecting people who want to participate in the smaller ambassador program.
sweet. Yeah, I'd love to hear that the ambassador program's coming back.
Yeah, it'll be a little shorter. We're gonna do the budget that we have is for 3 months of this. So ideally, a month prior to the game launching, we start ramping up the marketing parts of it, going on spaces, talking, blah blah blah, and then start when the game is fully playable. Then we can really like fully push in to get that user growth.
Sweet. Yeah, that sounds like a really good plan. Okay, Goobs had a call with Breadcrumbs yesterday. Well, how did that go?
Yeah, just for everybody that doesn't realize, that's what the InfoFi project on base, smaller one that we talked with about last week.
What did you guys talk about in that one?
So basically, Breadcrumbs is a small InfoFi platform that's new on Base and is tiered towards Base projects. So right now it's like Base meme coins, and what they do is they put out a reward, like say pool for people to basically make content around whatever the subject is. And then they also have their own token, so like it's incentivized for people to try to farm that token. So I don't know much because I've talked to the founder just on the space. I interviewed him. He randomly popped up one day because we were talking about Kaido, and he was saying how like this one's more base specific. So, you know, there new collaborations could be formed with some of the tokens there, and then also just running their own thing. So Goobs, I guess, got in contact with them. And Goobs, can you tell us anything about like what you learned from that conversation? Does it seem like it's like the cost is a good cost? Like it's not crazy expensive like Kaido, or what they actually offer?
Right, he's typing. Not crazy expensive, but there are some fees that didn't seem apparent at first. Seems like it could be useful to try out, though. Yeah, definitely an idea. Do you think you'll be suggesting more related to that, like here in the
Like
Discord?
other, yeah, I've started to like just find more stuff. Like we are talking about Yap.market, which is another like smaller Kaido play where people you can put out like a bounty and give very specific instructions on the call to action. And then there's a rewards pool. People submit content, and then you can kind of curate what they get. But it can draw bigger KOLs because they'll be dependent on their YAP score. So if they have a higher YAP score, they would get like a percentage of the pool if they just come and make any content. So, you have to curate it to a degree, but
Yeah, neat.
Yeah, it
Discussion
sounds
to
like we might do something with breadcrumbs just to try it out. They do have some kind of flat fees that were not super apparent initially, but not not too ridiculous, I guess. Uh, could be cool to get uh, early onto an emerging kind of base specific Kaido if they do turn out to be like that.
yeah, Goobs has a looks like you have Goobs has another call with them later today. Keep us updated on that one. Awesome. Right. I'm going to move on. Let's see. The other active thread was the Rectoro active compensation for director's risk taken by No Futuristic and Choina. That one was by Maxi Crouton. And looks like that thread is proposing 5,000 USD flat in Ghost plus 3,000 per quarter. The link to that one is right there if anyone wanted to check it out. Looks like that could make a good, yeah, good proposal. And then also the related, one that's kind of related but not the same thing is to adjust the DAO director payments to 2,000 in goes per quarter plus a minimum participation requirement of 3 transactions per quarter, just to make sure everyone is participating in the signing. And that one is right there. So yeah, all good stuff. And I don't believe I have anything else today as far as like DAO business to talk about specifically.
Yes, same. Nothing, no specifics. We're working on a proposal for Hungry Ghosts that will be going out maybe next week, together with FIFU and PG. So expect that. We really are kind of chomping at the bit here to get some form of ghost staking live on base. I think that we really need that catalyst right now to get some visibility for ghosts specifically. And I think I'm pretty excited about the Hungry Ghost initiative that we're working on. So expect that conversation very, very, very soon.
Yeah, good. I was waiting for the Hungry Ghosts, waiting for an update on that. Thank you. Yeah, I'm excited. All right, if that's all, I think we can go ahead and end this call for today. Yeah, good thing. Oh yeah, base app on the base app. I recently started the base app. How's everyone liking that? I saw Jesse just mention it.
Yeah.
I just joined just the other day.
Pretty, I'm still not active enough over there,
Yeah, me
but
neither.
we got our group chat going, and we'll have some we'll have an actually the Aavegotchi app will be like a base app. That's going to be pretty cool. I've been looking at all their developer documentation to see like how can we leverage the base app? What can we do with it in terms of an actual app?
Yeah.
So it's getting pretty powerful.
Yeah, and it's still brand new, so there's a lot of possibilities. I do like the design of it though. It's really neat. And the web page is cool. That it's interactable, like when you wave your mouse over it. It's fun to play with. But yeah, and the app is awesome too. I don't know. There's a lot of stuff. They're trying to make it like with like a more social media type design too, which is interesting. But yeah. Anyway, yeah.
All right, friends. Yeah.
All right.
I have no new business. Anyone else have any business for the DAO here? By the way, we did run out of base codes, so they're being a little bit stingier with them now. I guess they've reached their quota for this round, but hopefully we'll get some more in the future. But I think pretty much everyone who wanted one has gotten one. I think at this point, if you still haven't gotten one and want one, you can make a ticket. Can't guarantee. We'll try to get another batch. There are a few I think that we gave a code out and maybe it didn't ever get used. So Goobs might have a few left over, maybe. Otherwise, we'll have to wait for the next batch for those.
All right. If anyone hasn't made a ticket, they can go ahead and do that to see if they can get an invite code. Otherwise, we wait. All right. And I hope everybody has a good weekend.
Great. Thanks, friends. Have a great weekend. See you out there.
Bye.
Bye from breakfast.